What's up, guys? This is Latitude, representing for Team LaG Montages and No Name For Me 1 on YouTube. You can check out my other channel, depending on which one you're viewing, No Name For Me 1 and Team LaG Montages. I'd like to kick off this podcast by giving a shout out to my friend Jim. He streams live from his Xbox, and he plays Mass Effect, BioShock, Battlefield, Bad Company, plays a whole bunch of games, so you can check him out at justin.tv /MMO_player. So please, guys, check him out. He's a really cool guy. The main point of this podcast is to talk about the Halo Reach beta. There were some technical difficulties in the first day, you may have noticed, but there's a real logical reason for that, and that is the fact that over 1 million people played the beta in the first 24 hours of the beta coming out. Now, that is pretty crazy. To put that in proportion to you guys, the Halo 3 beta didn't even have that many players in the entire 2 weeks. So 24 hours, this game has a lot of hype if it has over 1 million people playing. There were, one of the reasons the server crashed is because they had over 14 million matches in that first 24 hours, and almost 1 billion seconds spent playing combined in the first 24 hours, as I said. So, props to Bungie, they did a great job with the beta. The only thing I did not like about the beta, I shouldn't say the only thing, the main thing I didn't like about the beta is the fact that there were only 2 maps, Powerhouse and Sword Base. Now, I'm not saying that the maps are terrible, but having 2 maps in a beta can get real boring after a while, especially with this whole preseason thing. You kind of want to get a head start and be ahead of everybody, but it just doesn't appeal to me to play for 4 hours a night on 2 maps over and over again. I've played Powerhouse the most, only because, I like Sword Base a whole lot better than Powerhouse, just because it kind of has the Halo 2 feel to it. I don't know what about it, but it just does, and actually it kind of reminds me of a Star Wars map. I'm not sure why, but anyway, I like Sword Base, except for the fact that people like to camp on top of the lifts for some reason. You really don't get that many kills, but it's basically a guaranteed kill if somebody does come up the lift. So, yeah, that's the only thing I dislike about it. But otherwise, the beta's been pretty great. No real complaints, other than the fact that there are 2 maps, but that'll obviously be fixed in the actual game, because there will be several maps. I like Slayer Pro. The DMR, you can't beat the BR, so I don't know why they took that out, but DMR is pretty cool. I like to go for the rockets, my personal favorite, because they're easy to kill, and nobody seems to go for them, surprisingly. Either side I spawn on, they always seem to be in their spawn still, so I always go for those. Maybe you guys should. If you didn't know, it was in that narrow waterway. I don't know how to. It's by the main base on Powerhouse. There's a sniper on Sword Base, so that's pretty cool. The whole ridicule system really doesn't bother me, because it's basically how fast I would fire anyway. It's pretty accurate. Armor abilities, I like Sprint and Jetpack the most, because Invis, the radar jammer, pretty much screws it up for me, and people can still see you when you're Invis. It's really not that hard to see somebody. But also the defense thing, I don't remember what that's called, the armor lockup or whatever. It's pretty much you're waiting for your death to happen. It really doesn't let you get your shields up unless you haven't been shot at for a while, and then you do it. But yeah, I really like the beta. I think you guys should check it out. I don't think it's worth buying an ODST for, and that's worth spending $40 to try the beta, but it's a pretty cool beta. If they come out with new maps, then I'm definitely gonna start playing again, but I only play, maybe 10 matches max a day because I I really just get bored with the game because of 2 maps. I don't know, that's just me, but maybe some people don't mind it at all. I mean, my friends played 64 games in the first 48 hours of the game, and I've played like 10. So I guess it's just your personality, your play style, but I like Stockpile. It's a lot of fun. It was hard to catch on at first what to even do, but I got it then when the timer shows or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for checking out my channel, guys, and if you wouldn't mind checking out my friend's Justin TV, he live streams. That is, again, justin.tv/MMO_player. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll have more podcasts throughout the week. Thanks.